Всем привет, ladies and gentlemen. Добро пожаловать to match day number 2 of the Russian Premier League. Zenit St. Petersburg, second game in a row, away against Rubin Kazan. Now, before I start my reaction to today's match, I just want to point out that I have the greatest of respect for Rubin Kazan. I have a good sense of admiration for this club. I took a look of their identity of the club, the fan base, and just like the history behind the club and just the city itself and the people. I have a good amount of respect for Kazan, and obviously I love Zenit. Nobody will tell me anything about that. My love for Zenit is top of the top, but I have two clubs in the Russian Premier League that I, have respect for. I have admiration for, and I just love the city, and I just love the people, and I have like a special place for them in my heart. So it's always Rubin Kazan and Akhmat that I have a special, connection for, and I'm always excited to play against these clubs. It doesn't matter if it's away or home. They're always welcome, and it's always a fun match. And even especially against these two clubs, it's always a very interesting match that I've realized in the last few games in our few matchups head to head. It's always been very interesting. Like, it hasn't been a total domination. Like, especially after today, I mean, today was a different story, but usually Rubin Kazan, even Akhmat, they give us a very hard time, and they might not be very good in the league, meaning like they might not be like on top in the top five, but they're a very, very dangerous club. And they always have a strong squad, very ambitious squad, and they play with heart. The only thing that's missing is just a more of a professional system. Like, they have a good system, but obviously a club like Zenit, Dynamo Moscow, CSK Moscow, Spartak, and a few other Russian clubs, we have like resources, we have a professional staff, we have more history, and obviously I am ready to admit that we have more money. So the only thing that these I would say smaller clubs they're missing is just the money. Except that, like, except with the if they had like the same resources, I believe that Ahmad, Rubin Kazan, and a few other clubs, they would have been in a better position. But anyways, I really respect their heart. I really respect the hustle, and Kazan and Ahmad, the cities, like their respective cities, I want to visit them one day. Obviously, like, my first ever city that I want to visit is St. Petersburg. I really love St. Petersburg. I fell in love with St. Petersburg before Moscow. Obviously, I have a special love for Moscow since it's part of Russia, it's the capital. But St. Petersburg was my first love. Then I love Kazan, I love Chechnya, Dagestan, and there's many other cities, Samara. Those are the cities that come to my mind right now. But there's so many cities in Russia that I want to visit. I want to visit the north. I want to visit the east. I want to visit the south. I want to visit all the cities that I can about Russia. I want to visit. Russia is my true love. I love Russia. Yeah, Lubim, Rasi. I just love this country, and I hope I can spend the rest of my life with Russia. So enough with the life talks. I just wanted to point that out, that I have great respect for Rubin Kazan and Ahmad. These two clubs hold special place in my heart. I would say Zenit has 90% of my heart, but 10% is occupied by Rubin Kazan and Ahmad. So I won't take much of your time. Here is my match reaction. What a start to this campaign. Oh my days. 2 matches in a row. Keep a clean sheet. 2 matches in a row. 4-0 victory. Not even a close victory. I'm talking about 3 goals and up. So the first game we scored 4. The second game we scored 4. Now we have scored in 2 matches, we have scored 8 goals and we have given no goals, which is very, very surprising. It's a very strong start to the season. We are a force to be reckoned with. Like, our team is looking so good together. The chemistry is fantastic. Everybody's just having fun. Everybody, for some reason, like, the chemistry got on very, very quickly, and I was really surprised. I thought it was gonna take a bit more time, but no, actually, they got with each other. They started feeling like each other, and like the smoothness, the fluid play, it got on very quickly, and it's very, very good. It's very, very good. Like, I'm not complaining. I have no complaints. Like, the faster the better. So I was really surprised. I mean, our boys, they're just having fun. 8 goals in 2 matches. We're the highest scoring team in the league by far. I mean, 8 goals in the first 2 games is already special. Now we hope that we do not slow down. I want to see how do we do at the end of the season. It's going to be really special because there is a time in the season where the squads, like any club, I mean, look, if we dominate from the first match day to number 38, like all the way till the very end of the season, I mean, I'm in heaven. I'm not gonna be complaining. I'm gonna have plenty of fun. That's gonna be a very fun season to watch. But in every club, there's always like a moment that comes in where the players and the staff and are just gassed out, like the ambition's kind of running low. It should not be happening. Like, true champions, they never let their mentality fall, but every club goes through like kind of a tough time, a rough patch. Like, it could be like a week, it could be 2 weeks. It should not be long enough, because then the club would be in danger of either defending or pursuing a championship. So, like a league title, any type of title, championship, whatever. So you still have to, like, you cannot go that long without any domination or start slacking off that badly. But it could like last between like a week, 2 weeks. So it goes from like 4 to 5, 6 matches roughly, where like you start like losing matches, you start playing slowly, and the football becomes boring. That's what happened like last year, last end of season, where our football was so boring, which is so bland to see. Like, it was just horrible to see. Like, I remember watching this one match. I think it was CSK Moscow, if I'm not wrong, and it was just the worst football I've ever seen. Like, I was on my phone the whole time. I was just so bored. Like, there was like no football. There was like no ambition. There was like no emotion, and I just could not get into the game. Like, there's like no shot on goal. There was like no ambitious pass. I did not understand what it was. So I'm not gonna spend more time on that. But it was just an absolute disgusting game to watch. Like, it was just a big disrespect to football. So I hope that I never have to experience that again. But I mean, the last 2 matches have been fantastic. Like, it's just so enjoyable to watch these matches. Like, this is how Zenit should play. Match in, match out, week in, week out. Now, I also want to mention Maxim Glushenkov. Oh my God, what a player. What a class player. He is just so good. So good. Like, what a signing. What a signing. So, he scored 2 goals, I think, last match. Now he scored another goal. He already has 3 goals in the last 2 matches himself. He's having a strong campaign with a new club. He's doing amazing. Like, there's no other words to describe him. He's fantastic. And also, Snim Rashdenia to his mother as well. I think it was her birthday. I saw that the shirt, when he scored the goal, he raised up his shirt, and it was written Snim Rashdenia Mama. So pretty cool. So Snim Rashdenia to his mother. I mean, his mother, she would be happy, definitely. I mean, her son in a new club is having an insane start of the season. I mean, if Maxim Glushenkov can continue the same rate, he's gonna score over 30 goals. He's gonna score between 30 to 40 goals. I want to see more. I want to see him like I know it's a bit of a crazy statement, a crazy challenge to make, but I would love to see Glushenkov just go insane and try scoring 50 goals. I know he's gonna slow down a bit, but Gasiera last year he was kind of close, but it kind of slowed down a bit. Like in the beginning of the season, he started very fresh, very strong, but then he kind of slowed down a bit. I think he scored between 20 to 30 goals. So I was kind of disappointed. Like I had a bit of high expectation, but then he kind of fell off. But he still had pretty good season. He was 100% our star player. He was very very good last season. Still good this season. I mean, last game he scored a goal. This game he scored a goal. He's also on fire. Glushenkov, Gasiera, what a combo. Latishonok as well. Once again, another start. 2 games in a row start for him. He's looking very strong. He's a very mature goalkeeper with high IQ. I'm a big fan of him. I still want to see Denis Adamov getting some starts. I still want to see him, getting some minutes. He's still a very good goalkeeper, very young. Latishonok also is very young, but I like this move of giving Latishonok more game time. I'm also very happy with the defender situation. Santos, Nino is a big man. Then Irakovic, who, very young but so energetic, so ambitious, just very cool defender to watch. He's like a Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know it's a crazy statement, but I see him as a Trent Alexander-Arnold. Sorry for a stutter, but he's very very good. Like very ambitious with the ball, and then Karavayev, very experienced, very lovely player to watch. He's a player that plays with a lot of passion. So I have a special type of love for Karavayev because he's a player that plays for the badge. He plays for Zenit. So I really love watching him play as well. So I have been very critical of my defenders, of my defensive line, but when they play a good match, obviously I give them the highest of praise. Like, yes, I hate them when they don't play well. Hate them, I just mean, I don't hate them, but I just say they're so talented, but they just play badly. Like they don't give their full hearts. Like there's often matches like like last season where it just looked like they were like a bunch of kids. It's like you guys are professionals. You guys play for the highest club. A few type of mistakes are acceptable. We all make mistakes. They are professional regardless. They have a lot of intensity. It's still professional football. It's still the best league in Russia. So obviously it's not going to be easy task. But there's many other type of mistakes are not acceptable, and many of those that they did. So that's just pretty much my only thing. Very good start. I mean, I'll just stop talking. I mean, I think I've pretty much talked about everything we need to talk about this match. Every player was just fantastic, from the defenders to midfield. I mean, Wendell has been amazing as well. The strikers, I mean, they're on fire. But the most important the most important focus was the defenders and a bit midfield as well. So that looks like it's resolved. We have 2 clean sheets, 2 matches, 2 clean sheets, which is fantastic. No goals given. 4 goals, 8 goals scored in 2 games. Fantastic. Nothing else to say. So Slava Zенit, spasiba for watching my video. I wish you all a good night. Take care, everybody. До свидания.